Content warnings for this one shot include murder, war, death, death of loved ones, romance, flirting, food and eating, clowns, complex relationships, trauma, body horror, monsters and monstrosity, nightmares, hallucinations, and references to sex.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm always so excited about this annual tradition that we do. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our annual For the Queen charity stream. So I will start off, first of all, by giving the background information that I do every year, which is, why are we even doing this? Well, two reasons. One, exactly 3 years ago, on this very day, June 16th, Zoe, Val, and I were on a charity stream together. It was a Pride Month stream for Pride Month, and we were playing For the Queen. And that was the first time that any of us had met each other. And since then, we have been close friends, close collaborators, and colleagues. And this year we are super excited to bring Stella onto this stream with us to celebrate our friendiversary. So firstly, happy friendiversary. But also, today happens to also be Eid, so Eid Mubarak, and also Happy Father's Day. All of the things are happening today, so it's a very good day, I think, personally. The second reason that we are all here is to raise money for charity. I mean, it started out as a charity stream, and every year we keep that tradition going strong, and this year is no different. Unfortunately, though, this year the charity that we are raising money for is a lot more serious, in the sense that we are raising money for Care for Gaza, which is a mutual aid organization in Palestine that is providing food and other essentials to Palestinians that are currently experiencing a genocide. And so the fact that today is Eid and that is still something that they are experiencing, that they are not able to celebrate this holiday the way that they should be able to with their family members and without fear of being killed, is truly tragic. And so we are coming together to raise money to help them sort of be able to survive through their sort of day-to-day reality. And that's where you come in, where you can donate to help make that a reality. I will go over all of the details about that just in a second. But first, I want you all to get to know all of the lovely people around me right now, all these gay people. So let's start with you, Stella. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here, and thank you so much everyone that is here with us. I am Stella, or Stella Luna. You can find me on Twitch at Stella Luna TV, on all other social media. I'm a TTRPG producer performer, so I do this kind of stuff all the time. I'm so very thankful to be surrounded by all these lovely people. Happy Pride, everybody. I will pass it on over to C.
Oh my god, happy Pride, everyone. Not to be gay, but look at all the gay people in my phone here for a great cause. Hi everyone, my name is C. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me making very trans, very gay art across the internet. C Plays RPG. I'm here for my very favorite yearly tradition, in which I will be wretched and rancid, perhaps also. And with that, I'll pass it over to Zoe, my beloved.
Hello, everyone. Oh, God, I died. It's okay. We're back, baby. We are so back. It is also so over. First of all, happy Father's Day to all the butches. I was told to say that.
Butches.
Yeah. One day I'll be a radio host, but that is not today. Hi, everyone. I am Zoe, or Radical Zoe, on the internet. I use they, them pronouns. Don't get them wrong, or I will send you to the Reaper. I love saying that part. I got nothing else past that. That was as far as I got. I'm going to pass it to Valiant.
Hi everyone, I'm Valiant Dorian. First of all, happy Pride, happy Friendiversary, and happy Eid al-Adha for everyone who celebrates. I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he, him, his pronouns. You can find me all on the internet at Valiant Dorian or at Also Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure hunt I just set you on. And tonight I have the distinct pleasure of playing this game with all of my wonderful friends. And I'm going to pass it on over to Hamna.
And last but not least is me. Hi, everyone. My name is Hamna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find me all over the social medias at Lilith TTRPG. I've got some really fun announcements coming up relatively soon, so you should keep an eye on my socials for that, because it'll be absolutely ridiculous. But with that being said, let's talk about today. Let's talk about why we are here. So, as I mentioned, this is a charity stream, which means that we are going to be giving you lots of cool and fun incentives in order to help us raise money for a good cause. So if you look down below somewhere on, I think that way, yes. No, the other way. You will see all of the incentives for today. For every $10 donation that you give, you will earn one raffle ticket for a giveaway to win a copy of Darrington Press's For the Queen. We have a maximum of 5 copies to give away, and we are giving them away at every $100 raised. Now, I'm not a math gay, but we have already passed the first $100, which means that the first winner has already been pulled. That's wild. And we are $30 away from our second giveaway unlock. So $30 and we'll be able to announce the winner of the second giveaway. And we will keep doing that up to a maximum of $500. Now, in addition to that, though, if you want to help bring some chaos to this game, haha, chaos, get it for the transplay nerds out there. For every $15 that you donate, you can make a player of your choice draw a second card on their turn. So you can light a fire underneath them and put them on the hot seat. For $20, you can give a random player a chance to ask a free question. So that means that we can just throw away the cards in the game just for a sec and allow the players to ask very pointed, very chaotic questions at each other. And then last but not least, for $50, you can add a plot twist to the games, which means that whatever drama, betrayal, murder, secret child, I don't know, muscly frog people, according to Stella, whatever plot twists you want to add to the game, we can do that for $50. Now, because we are raising money for mutual aid, we are going to be collecting funds via my Ko-Fi page. On Ko-Fi, you have a chance to add a little text message when you donate. Please do use that message to indicate what incentive you are using that money for, so that we know where to put that money, just so we don't accidentally put it in the wrong place. And yeah, so hopefully we can smash that goal as quickly as possible and get through that today. But with that being said, before I pass things over, can I get a drum roll, please, for the first giveaway winner? We don't actually have sound effects, but pretend. And the first giveaway winner is Vela!
Let's go! Hey!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
I will be in touch with you sometime after the stream to sort of get details on that, but you have just won a copy of Darrington Press's For the Queen.
Thank you, Darrington Press.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darrington.
Thank you, Darrington. And with that, I am going to pass things over for C for a very exciting announcement before we start the game.
Thank you so much. As you may have noticed, you have found yourself here on the Transplanar RPG Twitch page, and I would like to tell you about something that you can also find on the Transplanar RPG Twitch page coming this June 29th at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. That is a Saturday. That is the last Saturday in June, is in fact the premiere of Godkiller Last Hope, which is Transplanar's first in-studio actual play 1-hour premiere episode in studio. Connie and myself playing Godkiller. You do not want to fucking miss it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. I will play you the trailer at break. So tune in for that. Don't worry, it's going to be cool, fun, flirty, and a little vicious. But I just wanted to tell you what's coming up on the Transplanar front. We also have some other streams coming up, including Honk Heist. But I'll get into that a little bit later. But for now, I think it's time to start the game. So Stella, would you be ever so kind and let us begin our For the Queen game for the 4th time?
Let's go. All right. Welcome to For the Queen. To start, we will be pulling from the rules deck. This is a very simple game where essentially we will be working together, question mark, to see if we follow the path of this queen that we will all essentially choose together. So for the rules of this game, all I'm going to do is pull from the deck, and I'm going to choose the correct one in the correct order. So, number 1, go around clockwise, taking turns to read these out loud. I think for the sake of making things easy, I'll just go ahead and read all of them. The land has been in turmoil for as long as any of you have been alive. The Queen has decided to undertake a long and perilous journey to broker an alliance with a distant power. The Queen has chosen all of you, no one else, to be her retinue and accompany her on this journey. She chose you because she knows that you love her. And as a very messy gay, I'm very bad at stacking these cards, but we'll try our best. You're welcome to look through here, the illustrated cards, for inspiration. If there is one that players are drawn to, display it on the table to represent your queen. Find the card that reads, Queen is under attack. You defend her and remove it from the question card deck. And shuffle the remaining question cards and place them face down at the center of the table. Do we want to perhaps go over the queen cards first before we dive further in? All right.
They're literally so pretty. It's actually not fair.
They really are.
I looked at them the other day. They're
Okay.
They're so good.
I think in honor of being on the Transplaner channel, I am going to suggest, and then see if you could show the audience.
Oh yeah.
Since you have the decks out with you, I would like to suggest this queen.
Stern Queen.
Stern Queen.
Ooh.
I'm not
Our
gonna lie to you.
beloved. I
When
won't
you're
lie to
playing-
you. I'm a little in love.
Yes. So for the queen, the cards for the queens don't have any information. It's just the art, so we can make any story that we want with them. Any other suggestions around the table for who our queen shall be?
I'm gonna lead the charge this time.
This time.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This time. Okay, I hear you.
Not
All
for
right.
long though. You are not safe.
So we shall move forward with the Stern Queen as the chosen one. You'll now find the queen is under the attack card. Let's see. They are all hidden. I'll do that in just a moment. But as we get ready for our game, we will put that card randomly into the deck of the questions, so that if it's in the middle, it'll last about an hour, into the bottom third if we'd like our game to last for 2 hours. When we have read the rules cards together, we will take turns drawing these question cards and reading them out loud. You may interpret your card and answer it however you wish. Other players may ask you questions or make suggestions on your turn. Whether you choose to answer those or include those suggestions is entirely up to you, so you have complete agency over how you want the story to turn on your turn. We also have a bespoke X card that is available to everyone within reach at any time that they want to play it. If you encounter a question or an answer that you don't want to include into the game, you can tap the X card or present it. That content will be removed from the game. If you draw a card that is removed this way, simply yourself or anyone else draw another card, or continue your turn as usual. You can also choose to not take a turn on any round. To do so, just say pass. Next player can answer the question that you drew, or they can draw a new one if they prefer. We will continue answering these question cards until we draw the Queen is under attack card. Each player should answer in turn that question, and the game is over. Whoever wants to draw the first question card goes first.
You know what? Fine. I'll bite the bullet. I'll do it. That's right. That's fine. I'll do it.
Do it.
Also, thank you so much for redeeming our donations. We do actually have that one player must draw 2 cards, so I guess I'll just redeem that now to start. I'll be the first person to do it. So Stella, I will draw the card and feel free to read it out to the audience for my demise.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Gotten for punishment.
So, to begin shaping our narrative, we pose the question to you. In your eyes, what makes the Queen ugly?
The Queen has the palate of a child. I am the Queen's in-house chef. I am responsible for making the food, for ensuring that everybody in the castle has a appropriate culinary experience. And yet, the Queen refuses to let me experiment, to let me add a little spice to everything, to the foods. She's worried about poison, about death. Would I poison my Queen? Would I not make sure that the food that I serve is healthy and worthy of royalty? Quite frankly, it's a little insulting and boring, and it makes the Queen, well, ugly.
What is a particular dish that your Queen keeps requesting that just makes you turn in your stomach?
Dinosaur nuggies. Just over and over again. Dinosaur nuggies. You know, can I have one shaped like a stegosaurus? Can I have one shaped like a pterodactyl? Like,
They got
my
the
Queen.
cheese on the inside?
No, you think that they would let me add cheese to the inside? I wish they would let me add cheese to the inside.
Do they put cheese on the inside of dino nuggies now? Do they do
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Sorry. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes.
wild.
No, that's
Wow.
cool. Yeah, sometimes.
I didn't know that.
It's very melty.
It is bland. It is dry. There's no sauce even.
No sauce. Oh, terrible. Well, my friend, you have also drawn an additional card. Please do so now.
The second card I have drawn.
The Queen once expressed a desire that you knew you couldn't fulfill. What have you done about it?
You see, there was a time. I have been working for the Queen for quite a long time. It's been years at this point, and I am a trusted member of the court because of it. And because of that trust, because of that relationship that we have formed, the Queen did one day take me aside and dare to entrust upon me a desire that they have always had, but were too afraid to really indulge in. And that desire, well, was a different kind of hunger, one that I was not hired to satiate. And I knew that I couldn't be the one to do it. After all, that would be going against my oath as a chef, to always put the culinary needs of the people first. And so, well, I did what anybody would do in that situation, and I said no. And ever since then, well, let's just say that the menu in the castle has gotten even more bland than usual. It dried right up.
How tragic. We'll now move on to the next member of our retinue. Who
I believe it's
is...
me.
Yes.
All right. Hard to follow that up. We'll see what the questions have for me. Did a dragon do the thing?
Yes.
There we go.
Queen once offered you comfort. What about the memory of that will stay with you forever?
The queen is very young and inexperienced, so as her ambassador, I had endeavored to not place the burden upon her shoulders, to carry the weight of alliances, of daggers in the dark, of veiled threats and sheets of paper in stride. But I am ashamed to admit there was a time when I too felt weakened by the missives that we were being sent, a alliance bridging, falling almost to ruin. Years of work, the privy. But there she was, bright as the sun, serene as a nightingale, as she strode on into my quarters where I had hung my head so low at my desk, receiving our latest missive. And she sat with me, and all she had asked was, "What burdens you so? Share your heart with me." This young queen, this not long ago taken upon the throne after the death of her parents, and yet there they stood by my side, hearing out all of my concerns, which bordered on urgent, frightening alliances on the brink to just petty gossip and squabbles. And we stood there for hours, even striding on over to the balcony as we watched the sunset over little gossip of the court. I could never forget that. And it was just a look in her eye. I couldn't put a name to it, but there was something there. And beneath the light of the fading sun, who could say?
Question that I'd like to follow up with is
Uh-oh.
in this moment where you shared your vulnerability with the queen, what did the queen tell you that no one else knows?
The queen shared with me an infatuation of hers for a young, very popular, very courageous knight in a kingdom neighboring ours. We had stumbled upon them during I believe it was a one of those nightly games they put on with the charging knights and the duels. They were very dashing from what the rumors say, what the court whispers in the shadows. She shared that infatuation with me, and there was a sheepish blush across her cheeks that told me that perhaps I might have been the first, if not the first person, at least the first person in court to have heard this. It was an honor. It felt we grew miles closer that day, from where before a gulf was between her and I, now a mere arm span of a distance.
Excellent. I do believe that we have an announcement regarding our goal. Amna, would you like to take over?
Yeah, oh my goodness, y'all are amazing. We have hit our goal. We had 107% of our goal currently, which means that we have unlocked 4 of the giveaways. A winner has already been announced. And we do still have 1 more giveaway to unlock, though. So if we can get to 125% of our goal, that will unlock the 5th and final giveaway. So
200% of the goal is what I'd like to see, personally.
That's what I also would like to see. Second that.
I want to see 300.
Woo!
300%
Let's
of the goal. I dare you. I literally dare you, transplainers. Come on. I dare
Hey.
To
you.
propose
yeah, we challenge
something
you.
else. This is the 4th year. 400.
400% of the goal. You're so right.
So right.
You're so right, Stella. What does it feel like to be
Yeah.
correct?
So
I am. Oh, nice. Well, thank you
Help
very
us hit it.
much. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have in our retinue, C. Please draw your card.
I guess I get to go first, so I will draw my card. And I pulled it out. Proud of myself.
yeah, you pilled out.
I'm not. Please behave. In front of our friends.
No, I will not.
Queen thinks more highly of you than you do yourself. How do you know this?
Well, I've always been in the shadow, so to speak, as the jester, the sibling, of course, of the knight with whom the queen's attention has been completely enraptured. Well, you know, I never really thought that I was going to get the spotlight here. But who would have thought that the queen with this cute little crush on my sibling, of course, would come to me for advice, for long walks, for dinners, and all different sorts of treats and arrangements. I never really thought it was possible for me, but here we are. And after all, I mean, it may not be something I'm used to, and of course I came just as assistance, because we all know my sibling needs it. Knight that they are, here to pick up the pieces as always, but it's not usual that I get some of the attention too. I've grown to like it quite a lot, you see. And, well, the other thing too is that, well, I've been helping the queen expand her palate. You know, like lessons. She may not be hungry for what the chef is serving up, but she definitely is still hungry. I promise you that. All that said, well, it's just kind of something you know after a while, right? It's just something that you know. And we don't need to get into all of that, thinking more highly of myself. I mean, I'm fine.
Oh, but your queen thinks you are more than just fine.
Well, I mean, I am an entertainer. What can I say? At least I'm fun to watch. Connie screamed from the other room.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie. Oh my god.
Excellent. And for the last, but not least, member of our retinue, please draw your card. Queen knows something about you that no one else does. What is it?
Well, me and the queen have grown up with each other. We're childhood friends. After all, I come from another kingdom. And what we like to tell people, me and my siblings, that we fled because we were in danger, but the queen knows the truth. We killed our own parents to come here. We are wanted. We are wanted in our homeland as criminals, but because I love the queen and I'm sure the queen loves me, they did us a favor and say that we were welcomed as heroes, friends of the queen, of the retinue, of the royal family. Because after all, the queen's family is dead too. I wonder how that happened.
Hey, hmm. Is this a secret that only the two of you know? Do you have any third entity that might have been involved?
No, no. Well, what we tell people. My sibling is just a mere jester. They wouldn't know anything. But, of course, loose lips sink ships. But I have a feeling that my sibling just has a way of finding out the truth without me never trying. But why would I ever ask?
How scandalous. Thank you very much. We go around back to our chef. Draw a card. The queen made you feel something you have never felt before. You want it to happen again.
The queen made me feel fear for the first time in my entire life. It is not something that I'm familiar with. I have been blessed to live a life that is free from struggle and turmoil and difficulties. I was so blessed until this queen, until she came into my life and I felt fear for the first time. The way that she wields her blade, the way that they rule, holding tight around the throats of their people, it strikes fear, really and truly, in my heart. Because she has power and she is not afraid to use it. But what happens if you scorn her? What happens if you cross her? And I worry that I might. And that terrifies me. No. We had a disagreement once, and it was about the food. And as much as I wish that they would just see it my way, the truth is I will never ever bring that up ever again.
We get free questions, right? We have a few?
Yeah, we have two.
I'd like to ask you one right here and now. Who do you fear more than the queen?
Perhaps a silly answer, but the court gesture. The gesture has a specific power in the court that I think everybody else overlooks. The gesture is free to speak their mind, is free to disagree with the queen, and say whatever it is that they want. No repercussions. While the rest of us walk on eggshells to make sure we never, ever disagree with her.
Oh, you don't sound fearful, dear. You sound jealous.
Next question.
Excellent. Before we move on to the next question, I want to say thank you so much to our donators for the GM plot twist, which I will incorporate right now. Queen has suddenly become cursed. She now cannot touch another human being lest they turn to wood. Have fun with that. Val, it is your turn.
Okay. I will draw a card about it, I guess.
Stella, you're amazing.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride turns her queen to wood.
Some would say your queen, some would say the queen is not your queen. Why do you serve her anyway?
Well, she's certainly not my queen, not by blood or ancestry or tie to the land anyway. I am from the northern marches. I come from a land that is sun-kissed and by the ports. Certainly not this kingdom. But I was not brought here by blood, ancestry, or tie to land. I was brought here for my skill. I was brought here when the kingdom needed to make necessary allies to rebrand, to find a new image for the kingdom as it staunches itself against future allies and certainly future enemies. And I serve her because not only does she recognize my talent, she is in need of it.
May I redeem the remaining free question we have for the
hit me,
ambassador?
Hit me, Hamna.
You are needed for your skill. That is the reason you're here. The reason the queen hired you, keeps you on the retinue. I wonder, do you think the queen is afraid of giving you too much power? Do you think that she refuses to give you power because of what you might do with it?
Power is interesting. There's so much conversation around power and who has it, who controls it. But that's not how power works. Power is like a river. You can staunch it, you can dam it up, but that dam needs maintenance. I may not have access to power as traditionally known. I don't stand at the queen's right hand. I do not whisper to her in darkened halls my mind, my secrets. I do not hold my sword and shield by her side, protecting her from rumors, enemies in the dark. I am her wall. And oftentimes it is the wall that is the downfall of the kingdom, not the sword, not the words, the wall.
Wall is something you build to keep people out, not bring them in.
Or to keep a danger in.
Z, draw your card.
I get surprised every time. All right. There you go, Stella.
Queen asked you why you serve her. Did she get an honest answer?
Honesty is such a funny thing when you think about it. In fact, my job is to help you interpret what honesty really means. You see, the ambassador thinks that he's just got it all figured out, you know? Can tell you what's right and what's wrong, who has your best interest at heart and who doesn't. Oh, but I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. Well, we're getting a little off track, of course, aren't we? But an honest answer is, well, Yes, of course, I always speak my mind. And when asked why I serve her, I mean, the answer is simple. She is the queen. I serve the queen. Simple. It's really arithmetic, you know? I mean, how hard could it be? And of course, when you look at it certain ways, it is true. She is the queen, and that is why I'm serving her. Of course.
She has absolutely no suspicion at all.
Suspicion? I'm just a little guy. What can I do?
More Connie screaming.
There's like several walls between us. I need you to know.
I think this is just part of the ambiance
I
of the
love
It's the
game.
ambiance now.
The energy.
It's
The
the live
energy.
studio audience energy.
Yes,
Mhm.
thank you, thank you. Excellent. So, what is something you would do for the queen that has prepared you well for this journey?
Well, it is obviously violence. It is that tool that I wield in her name, violence. I promised my queen, my love, that I would slay any person down with impunity the moment that she asked, before she even asks, actually, constantly before she asks. Sometimes there are whispers in the court. The whispers become silence. Sometimes hands bring the queen a food that she does not want. Those hands are no more. I wield violence like it is a love letter to my queen daily, whenever she needs it, whenever she doesn't ask, before she even asks, even when she doesn't know that she needs it. And it has prepared me for this journey because, well, outside of this retinue, there are people to be cut down. There will always be people to cut down. And that is proof that I love my queen.
You go to Hamna. You, my dear chef, you saw the queen do something terrible. Did you come to respect her more or less afterward?
I saw the queen coming out of a meeting with their ambassador once. And, normally I don't grow suspicious or anything like that. I trust the retinue, I trust the court. But something didn't sit right with me. Perhaps it was the time of day, perhaps it was the manner in which she left, but there was something that felt wrong about this. So I followed the queen after this meeting. And what did I find but her writing a missive? Now, I don't think I need to tell you how, but I learned the contents of that missive, and it turns out that there may be some, I don't know how to phrase it. Betrayal seems like a strong word, but the country that we're at war with, the kingdom, I don't know if we're really at war with that kingdom after all, and it seems the ambassador has a lot to do with that. So why this farce? Why pretend? What's really going on here? And quite frankly, I came to respect our queen less because of it. Because if you are going to engage in political plots, then surely you should be able to share them with the entirety of your retinue and your court. Why is it just the ambassador? I don't trust it. Not one bit.
Say that you had the opportunity to make a copy of this evidence. Did you do anything with it?
I may have slipped it beneath the door of somebody who has the means to do something about it. The court jester, the only one who's allowed to say the truth. They have it, and what they do with it is up to them. My lips are sealed.
Very good. Move on to our ambassador. Please, draw your card.
Sure, I'll draw a card. Totally for normal reasons. Did it load?
Yes.
I think it did. There we go.
There is a rumor about you and the Queen back at the royal court. How did it start? Is it true?
There's so many rumors about me and the court. The second that you are tasked with any political machinations alongside a royal or noble, it's the perfect festering ground for rumors, for scandal, plots. The most recent rumor was that the Queen and I manufactured a war and now have begun to manufacture the systematic breaking of peace of our enemy kingdom in order to facilitate peace talks, which would have us emerge out the winner. Back in my country, back in my home, we call this Rajniti, statecraft. That's what it is, statecraft. And yes, it is true. And it started, I have some suspicions, but certainly someone who saw something they ought not to have seen and deciding it to spread it to looser lips. But regardless, rumors are rumors. Statecraft is statecraft. And I will do my duty, as I always have done.
Excellent. For all of our
Sorry. If I may ask, what exactly
Go
is
ahead.
that duty that you speak of? You talk so much. Maybe say something of substance.
It is not my fault if you can't hear the words as they are being said. Your understanding of what I have spoken is not necessarily my problem, but I will speak plainly. My duty is to the kingdom, to the Queen's interests, whether she knows it or not.
For all of the members of the retinue, this curse that belongs to your queen, you are the only ones that know about it. Since she has been cursed, she has started wearing these gauntlets. You know that she has grown itching for some personal attention. She cannot, not as she is. See, please draw your card.
Susie. While the rest of them talk, I'll play. Read me my card, Stella. It hurts me.
I'm trying. The queen once had you punished. What about the memory of that will stay with you forever?
Well, I think it's the fact that my tongue is now made of wood. wouldn't you say? You see, you speak in the court, and your words travel. A paper slipped under the door. How interesting. A gift. A dessert from the chef. And then suddenly, well, everything went awry. The punishment tasted good, though. Whether or not it was served from the chef themselves or from the queen, I've yet to decide or figure out. But I will know, eventually. So don't worry about that. Oh, and the fireworks are starting now. Good. Good. I mean, the retinue has been traveling quite a while, and there are peace talks to broker, since it's apparently just statecraft. But what do I know? I just give the information that I hear. I talk and I talk and I talk, but, well. I suppose it's not such a freedom to be the jester, now is it? Here I was.
I would like to redeem a question.
He's
Oh, kind jester, what will you do when your lips are turned to wood, and not just your hands?
I'll do what I have always done. I'll perform. I'll play. I'll speak. Ambassador. I will speak truer words born from the earth themselves. Of course. And if my words do not carry, then my sibling will. You understand that, don't you?
A wooden scabbard always hides a blade. Certainly.
And a thorn will always pierce the rose.
Poetic.
okay. So it's your turn.
I picked from the wrong deck. Remove.
That's from the rules. Oh. Queen is responsible for the death of someone you love. Who was it? What happened?
Well, I did tell you that me, of course, killed our family, the previous king and queen of our nation, to unify our nation and this nation, to give the queen some more power. Love is a fickle thing, because I thought I loved my parents. I thought I loved my people, but I loved the queen more. That's what I found out. Well, I guess I'm being a little facetious. I do still love my family. Obviously, the jester, my sibling, is still here, and if anyone is paying attention, they would realize that I would do anything for love. So I will find out who got my sibling in trouble with the queen. I will make sure that there is no distance between my loved ones, because I would do anything for love.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
You would still choose me over her, wouldn't you?
Oh, such a hard question you ask of me, sibling.
But you would.
Of course I would. Which is exactly why I will make sure there is no dissonance between you two anymore.
Thank you.
Next, we go back to our chef.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, there we go. Haha.
Queen sometimes shows an interest in your personal life. How do you respond to that? Why?
Okay. Can I be honest for a second? So, truthfully, I don't really have much of a personal life in this court. I I make the food and I feed people, but I don't really have personal relationships with very many of the others in the retinue. I mean, it's a little bit difficult when I can't trust the ambassador, and when the gesture, I mean, it's the gesture, and the knight just seems to always be ready for a fight, and it's a lot. So I lie whenever she asks. I pretend that, uh, that I have been spending time with the others in the court and that we have a greater relationship than we do. And I may or may not have told her at one point that the knight and I are in a relationship. But only to the queen. I don't talk about it with anybody else, and it's not actually true. It's just you know, it's kind of sad to just say that there's nothing. So,
My dear chef, you come across an ancient recipe as you're going by your preparations for this trip. You have a suspicion that this recipe could be a potential cure for the curse that ails your queen, but it requires a very strange and unusual reagent. What is it?
it requires, ironically enough, the one very thing that the queen is afraid will be a part of her food. A poison. Not to kill, it is for medicinal purposes. In the correct dosages, it will cure her. But they're already so concerned about being poisoned and killed in this way that it's impossible, really, to convince them that this is a risk that they need to take. And I don't know how to bring it up without looking like a saboteur trying to kill my queen. Of course I wouldn't do that.
You hold on to this information for now, or do you share it with someone?
For now, I keep it to myself, but honestly, I don't think I can for very long because, well, something has to be done about it. I just don't know which of the others I can trust. Maybe I'll go talk to my partner about it or something. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll get there. Meanwhile, Ambassador, please draw your card.
Absolutely. Once it loads.
Yes.
There we go.
If you left or were dismissed from the Queen's service, what life would you return to?
Ooh, what ifs? Always very fun questions. If I ever left the Queen's service, I would most likely find another territory to serve. There's no use wasting my talents, and should the Queen have no need of it, or find it not amenable to her needs for statecraft, then I will go somewhere else where the needs shall be met. I have cups of tea brewing in many places.
So you're saying that you would just go and do work somewhere else, that the queen is not your highest priority?
I know when I'm not wanted.
Sounds like sedition, but okay.
Not sedition. This was a what if scenario. And I answered, if. It wasn't when. Unless, dear darling knight, you know something I don't? Is my neck safe perched where it is?
Oh, no one is safe except for two people in my life.
Yes, I've heard. But, your beloved paramour seems to be fidgeting a lot more recently. I do not know if the day's travels seem to be taking a toll on them or something else burdening their mind.
You talk too much, Ambassador.
Ambassador, please draw a second card.
I do have to draw a second card. Thank you to the donations.
Thank you, thank you. When was the last time the Queen used you?
Why, right now. This is not a typical way we carry on negotiations. There is no need for us in the balance of power to be traversing to this other kingdom. We should stay where we are strongest, behind our walls. Bid the enemy to us. But no. She wishes I to use my Rajniti, my statecraft, in person in their territory. How did she say it again? Like preparing a headman's axe? Can't help but feel like I'm teetering on the borders of death, whether by her own machinations, the chefs, the jesters, or certainly the knight, of whom is the arm of the jester. But it's all right. Plans within plans. It's what I am built for, and what I was hired to do.
Thank you. Jester, please draw your card.
I would be delighted.
Serving the Queen is your duty. What do you do for her that is also your pleasure?
I perform. Of course. I perform everything she needs me to be. And the wood that has started to crawl up my hips and down my arms and across my mouth, it's just a pleasant reminder of everything that I will get once this is all over, of course. The price of pain is pleasure, and the price of pleasure is pain. I promise I know this better than most. And it is, after all, a great pleasure. After all that's happened, after all the plans being set in motion, I do enjoy a little tit for tat.
Very good. Into our night, please draw a card. How can people tell just by looking at you that you serve the Queen? Do you mind it being that obvious?
No, I don't mind it being obvious at all. I mean, after all, I wear that facial expression that tells everyone that the Queen is the only one for me. What is more of a deterrent than a scary dog or a beast. The stoicness that I carry on my face is but a badge of honor that no one can make me smile but my queen. Nothing makes my heart dance than to get orders from her. And I also hope that it deters any fools that think it is okay to talk to my queen without my, even the ambassador's permission.
Why, thank you. Very honored for that.
There's one thing that I know, it's that the ambassador is skilled. And that is the only reason that his head remains on his shoulders.
Well, cheers to that as well.
My dear knight, can you describe to me how your obvious loyalty to the queen was used against you?
Yes, it was at one point that someone in this retinue questioned my devotion to her. And that is how I lost my dominant arm. They said if you loved the queen oh so much that you would touch her right now beyond the curse, and I'm no fool. They wanted to make me weaker. But no one understands that love makes me stronger, and I can always learn how to use my other arm. I'm sure someone will find a cure for all of us. But for now, I'm ambidextrous.
Very good. Jeff, please draw your card.
Oh gosh. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Queen is under attack. Do you defend her?
No. No, I do not. The queen has ruled with a terrifying iron fist for far too long. Has not allowed people to have the freedom to do what they desire, to say what they desire, to say the truth. And I cannot, not in good conscience, especially knowing that there are political machinations, betrayals occurring across this land that affect more than just the people in this court. I cannot. And so I do the very thing that I promised I wouldn't. And I try to poison her. And I hope that I succeed. We would all be better off for it.
Very. What of you, Ambassador? Do you defend her?
The heartfulness of the chef, the machinations of the jester. Our knight is ambidextrous, losing their dominant arm. No, of course not. I set this all in motion. Plans within plans. I can see the writing of the wall. I can see when the clock chimes. Whether I survive this is a different matter entirely, but the path and era this incident will forge, it shall be my name in the books that shall beckon it. No, I do not defend the queen. After all, she's not my queen.
And what of our jester?
You know the answer to that, don't you? I've wanted her dead since the moment we got here. Besides, how else was I supposed to take my throne? After we disposed of our parents, did you really think that we were just going to turn that kingdom over to her? My sibling may be lost in this lovesick haze, but I am not. I am not. No, and so when I kiss the little bit of poison I need off of her mouth when she dies, and I feel the elasticity of muscle and blood and vein returning to me, the recipe was still good, and I thank the chef for it very deeply, of course, and return to the ambassador, without whom none of this would have been possible. And of course,
a subtle hand. Pray tell, do you want to be remembered for your deeds in the history books, or would you prefer your name stricken?
I shall make my own name, and I shall write my own book, Ambassador.
Indeed, I hope history treats you kindly. All of us, I should say.
Well, there is one question left. You still choose me, wouldn't you, sibling?
The original question was, do I defend my queen? The answer is obvious. Of course I did. And I fought bravely. And there was a moment where I was losing. I was being pushed back. I was not yet used to my new side. But like magic, the wood became flesh, and I was able to slay those I needed to. And when I turned around to see my beloved, she was dead. Yeah, and then I slayed the ambassador. There was no need to choose. We must move on, sibling.
Yes, well, we got everything we needed, didn't we? On to the next kingdom, then. And why don't we take the chef, too? I rather liked their cooking.
What have I just found myself in the middle of?
A great plot for the history books. Would you like to be able to speak your mind, Chef?
I fear that I won't be able to between the two of you.
What do you think, sibling?
Oh, chef, and I cradle your face. Love is the only thing that we need.
That is where we will end our game of For the Queen.
Whoa! 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 Okay. Wild. Excuse me while I recover from that. Thank you all so much for joining us for our first of 2 games of For the Queen. Don't leave just yet, because we might have finished the first game, but we still have a second coming up. Thank you all so much for being here and for donating. We are at 146% of our goal, which means that we have unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of our giveaways. To make it fair and fun for y'all, we will still allow you to buy raffle tickets to the giveaway until the end of the stream. I will pull 2 winners during the break, and then we'll leave the last 2 for at the end, so that if you still want to get your donations in, get your raffle tickets entries in, you can still do that. So please donate while we're gone. Take a bio break, get some water, get a snack, pet your pets. Maybe cool off a little bit, because I feel like I need to do that. And then we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes.
And enjoy the trailer while you're waiting. Okay, bye!
Hello, everyone, and and welcome back to our annual charity stream of For the Queen. If you are just now tuning in for the first time, this is our 3rd anniversary of For the Queen. And we do this for 2 reasons. 1, to celebrate a very gay friendship anniversary between the lovely peoples here with our special guest Stella this year. And number 2, to raise money for charity. This year we are raising money for Care for Gaza, which is a mutual aid organization that provides food and other essentials to Palestinians experiencing a genocide. So please, please, please help donate and help us help them going through a very difficult time. With that being said, you have all so very generously unlocked our giveaways for today. And so with that, I am going to pull 2 of our giveaway winners. Just as a reminder for what it is that you are winning, Darrington Press, the lovely sponsor of our stream, thank you, Darrington, has given us copies of For the Queen to give away. So with that being said, can I get a drum roll, please? Insert sound effects here. And our second winner of our For the Queen giveaway is Darby. Yay, Darby! And we have also pulled our 3rd winner as well, and that 3rd winner is drumroll, 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 Dragon Girl Teeth. Congratulations to Darby and Dragon Girl Teeth for being our 2nd and 3rd winners of For the Queen. Now remember, we have 2 more giveaways left to do, and so all of your donations for today, if you would like them to go towards raffle entries for the game, you can do so. Please keep in mind as well that the other donations that you give can also go towards incentives for the game. If you want to cause chaos, transplaner mention, if you want to cause chaos for this stream, you can indicate so. For every $15 that you donate, you can make a player draw 2 cards on their turn instead of 1. For every $20 that you donate, you can give us a free question that's basically just a shot for us to take at each other at our leisure. And for $50, you can add a GM plot twist to the game that gives Stella the license to really shake the story up. Last time I was not expecting what happened, so I highly recommend redeeming that one because goddamn, Stella's mind is big and creative. So you can help bring chaos to this game. But thank you all so much for all of the donations that you have given so far, and we really, really appreciate you being here. So with that being said, why don't we get started with our 2nd game? Stella, take it away.
Welcome back to For the Queen. For this game, we will be utilizing the Fallen Angel Queen, Queen of Blades, Queen of Divinity, Queen of Power, of Grace. And everything else? Oh, we'll just have to discover that, won't we? You'll start off with Zoe. Please draw a card. The Queen made a dire threat before this journey began. Do you think that she'll carry it out?
Of course, I think she'll carry it out. Our beautiful, resplendent, vicious queen said that the court of monsters, us, will take over the next, country, territory, whatever it so be, wherever it is that we are going. Our queen has promised this neighboring country that peace will come, but it will be by the hands of a little bit of violent convincing. After all, that's what this retinue is. It is the best of the court of monsters, and we will take this country, whether it be through peace talks or a little bit of pushiness, forceful hand. There it is.
Very good. This dire threat that your queen has made, what personal stake do you have in this?
Well, as the Fae Council, I would love for us to have a little bit more fun in the courts. I would love for some of my fellow retinue to make a few deals with me. It would be nice on the proposition that we succeed in this journey.
Very good.
A little less iron in the stalls.
Perhaps something will be done about that.
Hopefully.
C, please draw a card.
Of course.
You had a vivid dream about the queen. What about this dream surprised you?
The cat, first of all. But really, well, I have always dreamt about the queen. It is the realm that I've come from, of course. And when I was dreamed into existence, of course, the first breath was surprising. That was the vivid dream. My own birth, of course. And as Prince of Dreams, well, many surprises have come from living in this world of waking. Many surprises indeed.
When you woke for the first time, the queen was there. How did she receive you?
Like she had known all along that I would come, and had known all along that I would, of course, fail her. For a dream is just a dream, never able to be truly grasped.
Very good. Al, please draw a card. What brings out Queen's cruelty?
I, from the court of Asuras, of teeth and bone. Obviously, the answer is failure. Failure draws her ire particularly. And we have many from my own court who have tasted it quite viciously.
Who was the last that you saw suffer the Queen's cruelty?
It is not spoken out loud to the court, but it was I. 'Tis why I wear this mask. To hide my failure.
And you wear it well. You are known among the court for it.
Feels like an insult, but I'll carry it nonetheless. The only remedy for this is victory, and nothing short.
Umna, please draw your card. How does the Queen remind you of her status while on this journey?
By being so the same. You know, being an angel, being of somebody of a different realm, it's a wonder just how little can change in an eternity. And how much people don't seem to see that. I mean, I think they call us void seekers. Beings from a different dimension, beings of chaos, of entropy, and I mean, everything is constantly changing and constantly different and constantly roiling and roiling and roiling. And yet, she never changes. She's always the same. It's fascinating, really. And in a way, it reminds me that, well, she is the queen. She will rule. And that will also never change. Or at least, that's what she thinks anyway.
Have you ever reminded the queen of your status?
Well, I can't help it. As a void seeker, my form constantly changes. It's not really something that I can control. And in a way, isn't that kind of a reminder of the, well, the inevitability of death, of endings? I think I exist as a reminder of that to her. I'm not really sure how she feels about it. It's not a threat. It's just how life is.
Very good. You go back to the Fae Council. Please draw your card. When was the last time the Queen criticized you? Why have her words stayed with you?
It was last night. She is so strict. Rules, rules, rules. I understand rules. Of course, I have to follow a couple of them, but we're supposed to have fun here. We are going on a mission to slaughter, to win. Why must I be concerned about where I put my dagger? Put it on the left side. Don't kill those weaker than you. Make sure that everything is in the tight order. She is stability incarnate, and it is so stifling. God, I would think that being all the way from heaven, she'd want to abandon some of those rules, but my queen continues.
Have you
No,
Right.
please. I'm listening.
Have you confided in any of the other retinue of this criticism?
Yes, I do enjoy the Void Seeker. Their ever-shifting dimensions, the way that they are never the same person twice. It is admirable. A little bit gaudy, but admirable.
Very good. I would also like to remind all of the retinue that we have 2 questions. You may interject at any time you like. We go back to the Prince of Dreams. Please draw your card.
Of course.
Some would say that the queen is not your queen. Why do you serve her anyway?
She pulled me out. Of course. She pulled me from the realm that I sought to rule as a nightmare myself. And zoom. And, well, I could not thank her more for it. For you see, I have craved this being, this tangibility, this stability. Oh, for so very long I have craved it. And now I have it. And I owe it all to her. So, I will do the little tasks she requires, if that's what it takes to be, then I shall be, because she made me. Any other questions? My queen.
That will be all for now.
Hey, can you stop? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Use as a free question. Hey,
No.
can you stop?
But like,
Hey, what the fuck?
no, I cannot.
Oh, so
Making me blush, okay? Like,
On your
Alright,
feet,
everyone.
soldier.
take it. Hydration check.
Hydrate. Thirst check.
Yes. Okay, very
Oh, I'm
good.
thirsty.
Thank you so much to our donators for the GM plot twist. Here is your plot twist for now.
Damn.
Your queen, the fallen angel queen, wields an ancient relic, a weapon of heaven. You are all familiar with this. This weapon is a scepter crowned by a crescent moon. And in the very crescent is nestled a soul of an ancient enemy. This relic has gone missing. The queen is agitated. She is suspicious. This is a very dangerous tool. Who took it? What are their plans? Go now to the Council of Azura. Please draw your card. In your eyes, what makes the queen ugly?
I know many would ask or assume that I would say her viciousness. No, her viciousness is welcome. It is respected among the Asura. Power, when you have it, you should wield it. You should use it, lest anyone forget. Even if the scorn has you as its price. No, what makes the queen most ugly is her short-sightedness. Her quickness to temper. It agitates her, it makes her foolish. Yes, the scepter is missing. We need not react. She shows her cards that she's distracted, agitated, at a loss. They'll doubt her power. No doubt the beings of chaos that we have on our retinue will see this either as an opportunity or yet another point of fun. But I know not of them. They're of chaos incarnate. I wish she breathed and looked forward with a clearer mind.
I have a question for you, Council. Whose ugliness draws you in?
He looks to you with eyes widened, the pupils wider. He says nothing, but betrays a clear infatuation with you, Prince.
As I thought.
Council of the Void, please draw your card.
yeah, I gotta like recover from that.
This journey isn't just about diplomatic negotiations. What else do you suspect is going on, and why?
Well, I mean, everybody always has their own personal goals, their own desires. But you know what I think? I think the queen is looking for a lover, someone to rule alongside her. She'll never say that, of course, but she's been ruling alone for quite some time, and As much as she doesn't ever change, I think this is a change that she'd welcome. Someone to be just as vicious as her by her side. It's actually quite funny because word has gotten out, I think, and the others in the court are aware that this is what she wants. And I can see them all in their own little ways trying to ingratiate themselves to her. Such petty little things, honestly. There are greater things to worry about, I think. But if the desires of the flesh and of the heart are what occupy her at this moment, then who am I to say otherwise? At least she's changing.
I would like to redeem a question towards our Void Seeker.
Of course.
You say that as if you two have not been ingratiating yourselves. I see that twinkle in your eye.
Whatever do you mean?
You're enraptured by her just like everyone else. Why play hard to get? Why play the fool on this?
Oh, well, firstly, I think it's a little rude to call other people fools, don't you think? And secondly, I find her fascinating in the same way that I find all of you fascinating. She is just so different from what I'm used to, from the people that I know, and that interests me. Perhaps not in the way that it interests you.
And when will you get bored of her?
Probably quicker than you would.
Now that is probably a correct assessment.
Council of the Fae, please draw a card.
I will, happily.
Remember, you can always pass if you like. When was the last time the Queen embarrassed you?
So, story time. I was having a meeting with my council, and it was to tell them that we were going on this journey, and I brought the queen along to make sure that everyone believed that it was on the up and up. People have their complaints that I wander off all the time, neither here nor there. So I brought the queen to my council meeting, and can you believe that she aired all of my dirty laundry in front of my council? It was so embarrassing for them to have, for me to have to defend myself, that sometimes I get burned by the cold iron in the bathroom. It is just a shame. I digress. Anyway, that's why I stole her stupid, her silly, what is that thing called? Scepter? I'm probably going to try to sell it, but how dare she embarrass me like that? It is just some people, the nerve.
Do you keep it a secret that you have obtained the scepter?
Yes, I do. It's a really hard secret to keep. I want to tell everyone all the time that, oh, I took this thing right out from under her nose. It was so easy. I mean, you just point a little divinity at her and she's going to go barking like a rabid animal. It's truly easy. Those angel senses, they just never get away from you, no matter how fallen you may be.
Very good. What weakness did you exploit in order to get the scepter?
Well, as a fae, illusions are something that we are very attempt at. And as the ruler of the Fae, I actually can create illusions for all 5 of your senses. So when the queen thought she was holding her scepter, it was actually a stick. A really nice stick, but a stick nonetheless.
How embarrassing it must have been for her when the glamour wore off.
She was so upset. I thought she was incapable of change, but that moment, I don't think I've ever seen her angrier.
Prince of Dreams, please draw a card.
Of course. Nothing would bring me more joy.
You've seen a side of the queen that no one else has. Do you hope to see it again?
Yes. Yes, I do. For when she hunts, that feeling of creation. Oh, it tears through the world. When she eats the other angels. Of course, I do hope to see it again. Of course, she wishes to not be disturbed. But I can't help but be drawn toward it, inexorably. A nightmare to a flash of realization. It beckoned me, and I simply followed. The halo, the halo that the Fae Court threw, led us to more bones. And with her I ate. And I hope to eat again. It's quite nice, being alive.
Very good. Thank you. Asura, please draw a card.
Yes.
Other than the queen, there is someone else in the retinue that you love. Why are you keeping it a secret?
Because it is not my place to love the Prince of Dreams. It is not my place. Not me, not I, not this failure. The prince is most beloved by the queen. Anyone can see that. Dining with her, I see the look that they share between each other. How am I worthy of that? Worthy of the divine? I am Asura. Asura. Not of divine. So I will wait here instead.
I have a question to redeem for our Asura Council.
Hello.
You say that you don't feel that you are good enough, perhaps, for the Prince of Dreams. But the heart wants what the heart wants, and it can be difficult to avoid sometimes. So, have you ever spun a dream for the prince yourself? And if so, what was it?
Not intentionally. I did not know dreams behaved that way in their presence. I dreamt that they would show me what this realm was that they traversed before. I guess what my mind could conceive as dream and nightmare. And he stays silent a red tint across his cheeks, his eyes widen in panic. A betrayal that perhaps something more has happened in that dream that he's too embarrassed to divulge. Perhaps too juvenile to divulge. Anyway, we should return to our posts.
Of course.
I have a question for you, Council of Asura. Did you really think you would get off the hook that easily? Not the question. A lead up. Why do you not return my feelings publicly?
I didn't know of your feelings, Prince. It
Do we
remained
not
secret from me,
often
it
dream
seemed.
together?
'Tis your realm, is it not? Is that not something you do?
Who's asking the question? Me? Or you?
If that is what you wish, I shall grant it.
I only wish to see the true power of the Council of Asura.
Then you shall have it. And as he removes the mask, you see burn marks that pull down from the top of his forehead down to the side of his face. Sacred flame, you would know it. A burn that will never heal.
How vicious. How alive. That is all, my queen.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I couldn't quite catch it.
I said, that is all, my queen, referring to our dear Stella.
Turn is it again?
It's mine, but like, oh my god, should I leave? I feel like I'm like intruding on something. Like,
Surprise, we're playing, it's a whole different game now, baby. Let's
am I
go.
supposed to
The
be
queen
here?
where?
Like, would
For
you
the
like
gays.
me to exit?
Prince of
Thank you,
Nightmares.
Darrington.
Thanks, Darrington Press.
Thanks, Darrington.
Thank you, Darrington
game.
Press.
Yeah, oh
You
my
made a
god.
game.
Why is it spicy?
What specific restraints has the Queen placed on you that don't apply to anyone else?
Oddly enough, I'm not allowed to use my powers in this realm, but everyone else can. And it's just a little difficult. I mean, I can't change the fact that my form constantly changes. That's out of my control and that's allowed. But everything else she has stated is too dangerous, too unpredictable, too chaotic. And so she has put a restriction on it, banning this kind of magic from the lands, and I don't. Those are the wails of my people. Because all of us void seekers are not allowed to exist in this land, and when everyone else can, it feels a little unfair.
What has restraining your power done to you so far?
I fear that I'm stagnating. And my people continue to wail.
Is that your cat?
Yeah! He's not happy that
I'm streaming. I'm sorry, y'all. He wants attention.
So your people will continue to wail underneath the reign of this queen, unfortunately.
Dear Void Seeker, after you compose yourself, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
How would you? We all know that it was the scepter that restrained your powers. Just a fun hypothetical. How would you reward someone if they, I don't know, unleash the restraints, the limiters, allowing you to be free, unstagnant?
Oh, well, I mean, the scepter's missing, first of all. So we wouldn't really know who would have that. But if we could find out who has the scepter and where to get it, then honestly, they could have anything. That's the wonderful thing about chaos and about entropy is that really it's, well, one, it's hard to bring about a very specific outcome, but if you kind of direct the magic in a particular direction, you can get the thing that you want, but not necessarily in the way that you want. And so really it can be used for anything. And I'm not really attached to any particular, regime or person or life even. So when I say anything, I mean anything.
Anything. So to say even a night in your chambers.
Of course. If that is what they would desire. Though I don't think that is... Do you know something? Has somebody spoken to you?
No. I'm thinking of political marriages, things that might empower certain parties to be able to overthrow, stand beside, be better equipped to help the queen. And in hypothetical situations, I think you would be a very fine choice.
Oh, well, that's really kind of you to say. Honestly, that sounds like it could be fun. Things have been getting kind of boring around here lately.
I agree.
Do you want to look for the scepter together?
Of course. Yes, let's do so. Oh my god, is that it over there?
What?
And back to our queen.
Please draw your second card.
I forgot that I got 2. Okay.
Serving your queen is your duty. What do you do for her that is also your pleasure?
The one time that the queen is comfortable with the chaos of everything is when she is on the battlefield. I mean, that's where we're headed right now. We say it's for negotiations, but really it's not. Negotiations to us means something a little bit different. And that, for me, is pleasurable. Being on the battlefield and allowing the chaos to burst forth, seeing all of the different emotions that are coming out in the way in which people go, they let go. For once in their life, they let go. And it is beautiful. It is delicious. It is a harmony unlike any other. It's what I live for. And so that, for me, is pleasurable. The only time that she will truly, truly allow chaos to reign in the land. And seeing all of the others in the retinue engaged in it so gleefully as well. Well, I love that.
Very. Who was there with you the last time that you were able to let go?
It was the Prince of Dreams, actually. Taught me what it was that is different about a dream and a nightmare. You see, I don't dream, so I don't really know what that's like. But they were there last time and were able to show me. And that was interesting. That
is something that I want to know more about.
Very good. A council, please draw a card. The queen has a pet name for you. Do you like it?
I love it. Me and the queen have this wonderful pet name. I I call her queen and she calls me failure. Ah, the way that that word sends a shiver down my spine. Ah, she says it with such disgust, hatred. Oh, I think sometimes the queen hates me and I love it because I fail on purpose. Why would I give her what she wants when she asks me for it?
Why do you wear that so proudly? I've never seen anyone wear that title with such nonchalance.
What? Because you hate the word failure. It is a word that carries so much weight to the rest of the court. They would die if they failed the queen. Not me, though. Sometimes I just like to do it to mess with her. I mean, come on, I am her right hand failure. I do just enough so that she can't get rid of me. And when the tasks are really crucial, when they are life and death, what greater joy is there than to fail?
Very good. Please draw another card.
Yes, queen.
Look at the baby.
Baby.
Part of you wants this proposed alliance to fail. Why?
Well, you'd think the answer is so obvious. I fail the queen all the time on purpose. But if we succeed in this peace negotiation, it means that everything will go under our queen's rule. It means all of that rigidity and success will wash over the land. All monsters will yada 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 fall under her rules. Yeah, Iron Fist, all of the nonsense. And that doesn't sound very fun to me. So I will do everything in my power to fail. And then I'll succeed again and again and again and again. It's like what do those mortals have? Like check boxes. No. When you go for ice cream, the stamp cards. One failure for every 7 successes.
You catch rumor of a new weakness Queen has developed. What is it?
It is love. You see, angels, they have no need for things of the mortal pleasure, but she is a fallen angel. That means she can be killed by love. You know, taking away that scepter has opened up a wide variety of possibilities. Maybe I'll even share it with the other side. Make that failure a little bit quicker.
Very. Prince of Nightmares, please draw a card.
Of course.
The Queen once asked you, why do you serve her? Did she get an honest answer?
No. There is no such thing as truth in the world of dreams. So there is no such thing as honesty. But if what you're asking is if I spoke from the heart, then yes, I did. I spoke of things I have never experienced before. Hunger, violence, reality, stability. Of these things I spoke, and I ate, and I think between the two of us, that must be enough.
When you spoke of things that come from the heart, the queen, she told you something that scared you. What was it?
She told me that the last person who spoke from the heart ended up in her scepter. Her last love.
Oh, okay.
The tiny scared. Okay.
Scares your GM, scares your GM.
Oh, God. Okay. Please draw a second card.
Again? Are you sure?
Another lore drop. Another one. Another one.
The queen once expressed a desire that you knew you couldn't fulfill. What have you done about it?
I went to the Void Seeker. Of course. My realm is a realm of potentiality. Theirs is a world of possibility. There is a difference. Anything there can be real. And so, I asked for a favor. Not so good when the Fae Court is nearby. Asking about promises. But what am I to do? I have only ever dreamed, and I am still learning how to eat. I'm going to use a free question. Did the Void Seeker accept this deal? Or was I denied?
Girl, you gotta. Okay. Can't just do this to me.
I don't know.
Hydration check. Hydration check, everybody.
Hydration check, everybody. Please take a sip.
Yep.
Happy Pride Month. This is my
Happy
gift to
Pride.
you.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
On your
so
feet,
fine.
soldier.
I'm so fine. Sorry, what was the question?
I'll do it again. Did you accept my deal, or did you deny me?
I have no reason to deny you. All I wanted in return was a chance to see your realm of dreams again. Or nightmares, whichever. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference.
They're one and the same.
Oh, well, that's easy then. A chance to be there with you. And of course, I'll do this favor for you. It seems easy enough.
You like the power my realm provides, don't you?
I don't know if it's the power or just the novelty, but you can do so much with it.
I appreciate what you have done for me today.
We're
You will
friends,
be-
after all.
Friends. Very well. Hee That's all I got.
GM down, GM down, GM down.
Court of Asura. Please draw a card.
After that, okay.
Yeah. It's your turn
I guess
now.
I will.
Taking them one by one.
If you left or were dismissed from the Queen's service, what kind of life would you return to?
This is sounding less and less like if and more like when, if I'm being honest. Where would I go? Well, wherever the prince would have me, I suppose. They might have use of my bone, my blood. Someone far more stable, predictable than the flux of possibility and the dealings of the Fey Council. They asked me to be in the shadow of a nightmare, I'll go there. The light of a dream, I'll go there. To the ends of the void so that their will be done, I'll go there.
Last time you visited territories of the Fey Council, you found something. And it would make you stronger. What was it?
The Fae have quite fascinating things. They work in deals, debt. And when you linger among them long enough, you see debts that you hold that you did not know you hold. I found out that the Queen has siphoned off my powers as part of a scorn. I would like my horns back. Who knew Fey glamour would be so potent?
Very good. Please draw a second card.
I'm drawing a second card. Wait, I did see that. Uh-oh. What does it say?
It says, when did you know that you would never forgive the Queen?
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm pausing this. Hey, Darrington Press, what did you put in these?
I love this second
Honest
edition.
question. What are in these, actually?
Hi everyone. If you would like to own a copy of this very dramatic, very game, please donate $10 for a raffle ticket. We still have 2 more copies to give away.
Please. When did you know you would never forgive the Queen?
It came twofold. The first was when the prince looked upon me and asked me if I would return their feelings publicly when they released me from my first bound, the mask. The second was when I discovered the glamour upon my head. That is one final insult, one final humiliation I will no longer endure. No more.
Void Seeker, please draw a card. When was the last time the Queen gave you a compliment? And why have her words stayed with you?
It was a while ago. not recently or anything like that, which is why it's so strange that I can't seem to forget it. Um, but the Void Seeker complimented one of my forms, said that it was pleasing to the eye, that there was something about it, the way that the hair flowed and moved, something about that motion that she liked, like it was dancing. And I haven't been able to forget that for some reason, and now I'm finding that a lot of my forms seem to maintain that feature, which is so strange. That's never happened before. And I don't really understand why, to be honest. To the second part of your question, I don't really have an answer. And I have always had an answer. Or I've always been able to find one. But this one, it eludes me for some reason. I don't like that. What is this feeling, anyway?
It's because you're gay, dear.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Gay, queer, in love. There's a lot of words for it. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. I don't experience love, though, but thank you.
Okay.
Certainly. All right.
Thought
May
you
I
were gonna
ask you
say
a
that you
question?
don't experience time.
I don't
Surprise sexuality time.
experience time.
Of
How does it
nightmares, you-
feel? How does it feel to finally dream?
Is that what this is? Am I dreaming? Oh. 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 I thought it would feel different. I thought it would feel like creation. Cause you create things, right, Prince?
No. I eat.
Am I hungry?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh. Oh.
A council. Please draw a card.
Oh, I love when you tell me.
What do you usually do for the queen? Why does that make you an unlikely choice for this journey?
I hope the queen sleep at night. Yes, you see, there is a great many on this court that can do certain things within dreams, outside of outside of them, but me, I'm the only one that can tap into those subtleties that's within the queen, the softness, the illusions that she holds into. So when she can't sleep, she comes to me to tire her out, to tap into those dreams. We make a little bit of a deal. I allow her to close her eyes, and I follow the thread into those things that she does not yet say out loud. Desire is a funny thing. Desire is a funny thing for such a rigid queen. There are so many rules that she puts on herself that I am allowed to break. And it makes me unlikely for this journey because no one would think that a sleep aid, I'm like melatonin, would be useful for a journey. But I digress.
And you last followed those threads in sleep in rest. What was it that you saw that no one else knows?
Just how pent up she is. You see, the queen is, what were those? Valkyries, angelic warriors. They follow such a strict, what is it, regiment that the queen has never been kissed. Can you imagine that? So I asked, and that look on her face, it was so cute to see her blushing. A little peck on the cheek, a little tugging on the dreams, and she was out like a light, fully unwinded. Almost made me feel bad that I stole her scepter, and maybe even her heart.
Prince of Dreams, please draw a card.
If you so wish, my queen.
What is something you do for the queen that has prepared you well for this journey?
I help remind her what it is that she is looking for. I help remind her of the nightmare she is to bring and the dream she is reaching for. She prepares me for the final step, of course. For the, for the ending of it. For the inevitable waking. For the inevitable end. Because to dream is to lose. Every night you wake, every night the dream gets farther and farther away. Is it not so? I have found that outside of my realm only distance grows. So she has prepared me well for what comes next. For what comes after the dream. Do you mind? I am trying to be sexy for my friends on Twitch.
Bao Bao makes this critically successful. Trust me. All right. Asura, please draw a card.
Absolutely. If I'm allowed to see it. There we go.
Queen sometimes shows interest in your personal life. How do you respond to that? Why?
Her renewed interest makes me a little uncomfortable. I suspect that she is attempting to gauge the bond of the retinue, the dynamics at play. I respond honestly that the prince and I are involved, that I and the other two respect each other well enough to not get in each other's way, and we work in tandem. Why does it irk me? Why does it agitate me? I do not know, but it does.
Very. You learn some way the reason the queen has never been kissed because it would mean the utter destruction of whoever lips meet theirs. So instead of destroying their former love, put them away. What do you do with this information?
You know what? You know what? We'll let fate decide. Oh. So, pick evens or odds.
Me?
Yep. So pick evens or odds.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Odds.
I'm
May the
GMing now.
odds be in my favor.
Dethrone your GM!
It was odds. I go to the Fae. I slam through the entrance of their domicile as we are on this journey, most likely a tent. I do not say, excuse me, I do not knock. I go in. I
I'm
look
half
you in the
naked.
eye. And I say, have you already made your feelings known to the Queen? Or your desires, whatever you Fae call it.
There's a lot of words for desires, but of course, I make it known every time I need to put her to sleep. And every time after that.
So your lips have touched. An exchange made.
Yes. Such a pent-up little thing. Why? Are you jealous?
Please. Then you're already doomed. I should warn you of your fate at least. The soul whose house in the scepter, the still missing scepter, was the Queen's former love, who was
Oh.
doomed upon first love's kiss. I've done my duty. Do with that information what you will.
Well, this is a fucked up fairy tale. Deep question, Azora. Do you know if there's anything that could break this curse?
If there's
This
an answer to it, the Queen would know.
Fine. Thanks. Are you sure you don't want that kiss?
No, but you can do something else for me. Remove this glamour and return my horns. For the
Easy.
gift of the fate I've awarded you.
And it doesn't have to be, but it is with a kiss on the hand that deal is made and sealed.
My hand or yours?
Both for fun. A girl can't share all of her tricks.
Fine, have it your way.
Void Seeker. Please draw a card. This is a funny little game. What a funny little game. What a funny...
The cards they're on one. I don't know. They're on one.
The cards are carding.
Darrington, what's up with the cards, man? What's up with that?
Void Seeker. When did you know that you were in love with the Queen?
When I started dreaming every night. And then the night after, and then the night after, and I couldn't tell if it was a dream or a nightmare, but they're the same thing, aren't they? And so I realized that the Queen is my dream, is my nightmare, is my love.
And I don't know what to do about that exactly. I've never felt this before, and I thought, just like every emotion I've ever had, that it would go away. Because everything always changes. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is truly stable. But this, it hasn't gone away. And I fear that it never will. Am I stagnating?
Hey, counsel, please draw a card.
Actually, can I ask you a question, Queen, before I draw my card? Yeah, so how do I break this fucking curse?
You go to the queen and ask the queen
Yes.
for the kiss or for the scepter.
The kiss. How do I break
Kiss.
I'm gonna die, so I would like her to tell me how to not die. She could have warned. It's fine. I would love to know.
She tells you to break the curse, she will have to eat half of your heart.
My heart. And there's no other way.
You won't die, but you will lose a part of yourself forever.
Hypothetical. Could I eat your heart? Like, is it like is it like a either or sort of thing?
With this, she dismisses you, leaving your question unanswered. You feel it in your gut that yes, it could work the other way, or you could just kill her.
Oh my God, that is so interesting. And I think I almost reach out to pull that last card because a card in the right hand and a scepter in the left, the queen is under attack.
Queen is under attack. Do you defend her?
Of course not. I'm the one attacking. I want that heart. My life is way more important than hers. At least that's what I think.
Prince of Dreams. You defend her.
For now. Because I am meant to eat her heart. That is why she made me. That is why she made me. I am to eat her heart, not you. You think your petty little games will take from me the hunger that I have always felt.
Newsflash. It's not just me. I have help.
Sora. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, please go ahead. Go ahead.
And so do they. Thank you, Faye. Now, back off. I do not defend the queen, I defend the prince.
What of you, Void Seeker? You defend the Queen.
No. No. No, I don't. This this feeling is it's keeping me anchored. It's keeping me here. I'm not changing. I'm stuck here. No. No, I don't defend her. I do not, because she's not an angel, she's a devil. It has to be. She must be. After what she has done in me. There's no.
A dream is a nightmare, and a nightmare is a dream. Do not run from it.
I don't want this.
What the fuck?
That's like a wolf's howl.
That's like I do not know what that is personally.
The ambiance today is really.
There's like something going on. It's coyotes. There's sorry.
Okay, well, yeah, no, the coyotes howl in the distance.
An omen, one could say.
Yeah.
The queen is destroyed through art, through relic, through different means, but one of you is left changed forever. What happened? How did the queen get the best of you?
It feels that way. It feels like I was tricked, duped. Like she was a predator that I didn't see circling around me this whole time. When I thought that I was teaching her something new. How to change, how to be different, how to be free. She shackled me. And I didn't see it
You'll
coming.
be free soon.
The queen devoured. The queen usurped. There's an empty throne. What happens to it?
Can you
destroy
repeat
it.
that?
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't hear.
no, yeah.
The throne is empty. What happens to it?
I destroy it. As easily as she built it up, I make it come crashing down. Now we'll have fun forever.
That is our game of For the Queen.
Everybody scream!
Oh, like the coyotes.
Oh my gosh, thank you all so much for coming today for our 2 charity games of For the Queen. Oh, it has been a time tonight. I am so blah 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 about all of it. I need to like catch myself for a second. So while I'm doing that, I am going to allow our wonderful, lovely cast to do their introductions and any announcements that they have. And so with that, I am going to pass it over to Stella first.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for making some time to be here. Thank you so much for contributions that were made towards this wonderful goal. Thank you so much for caring about what's going on in Palestine. It really means a lot to all of us. And thank you so much to Darrington Press for helping make this possible. Of course, thank you to my wonderful cast. This was absolutely wonderful. And
Thank you for being our queen.
Thank you, Queen.
You were amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Stella or Stella Luna. You can find me on Twitch at Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I'm a TTRPG performer, producer, game master, all the fun stuff. You can find me all over the internet doing this and causing lots of gay panic. That's my vibe. Yeah. So I'll pass it on over to Hamna.
Oh, all right. Hello, everybody. My name is Hamna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find me all over the internet at Lilith TTRPG. Where I will talk about all of the different projects that I'm a part of. I am currently on a little break from performing at the moment, so you won't be able to find me for a bit, but keep an eye on my socials because I have some fun announcements coming up after my break is done.
And I will do the stream outro at the end, but for now I'm going to pass it over to Val.
It is I, Val. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and for joining us on our fun little friend-iversary, as well as charity stream. A reminder that your donations today are going to an incredible cause, and that our voices together will make a chorus. So continue working towards a free Palestine. Thank you. I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he, him, his pronouns. You can find me all on the internet at Valiant Dorian or at Odds of Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure I just set you on. And tonight I had the distinct pleasure of playing your ambassador as well as your monstrous Asura. If you like what I do here, you can find me on Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on Transplanar RPG, where I play the misbeloved twin brother of the Chosen One, Sayer. You can also find me Mondays over at my own channel, where I stream a TTRPG talk show called Dicey Banter, where we talk to all the makers and shakers within the TTRPG space, having fun and meaningful conversations while we're at it. There are a bunch of other projects that I'm a part of. Just keep an eye on my socials for that. And if you like monstrousness, and if you liked the way I do monstrosity, then you should keep an eye out this month for the release of the Beast Within's Quick Start Guide. The Beast Within is an 80s and 90s grunge fighting game inspired action RPG where you play werbeasts. You get to unleash your wrath and enjoy fun, dynamic combat while towing the line between your monstrosity and your humanity. If that's your vibe, you'll probably like this game. And with that, I'm going to pass it on over to Zoe.
Hi everyone, it's me, Zoe, your favorite trash goblin. That's right, baby. Tonight I played a devoted fucked up knight and a not devoted fucked up Fey Prince. If you like what I do, then you'll love what I do everywhere else. You can find me on Twitter, probably Instagram, other places at Radical Zoe. It's somewhere on this overlay. If you want to see me perform some more, well, actually not really, because the thing I'm about to tell you is actually not at all me. It's for my channel. I've got a few things coming out this month. I have a God Killer show coming out with my friend Kendo Makes Films, and as Michelle Jones. Super fun thing. It's gonna be on the podcast. And next month I'll be on my channel again, GMing that time. That time you'll see me performing Siren Song Revival. It is an all Black Monster of the Week game. It's going to be great. You'll see the what is it, release date when it comes out. It's not when it comes. It's going to be posted this month. Don't worry. I'll get you that information. Outside of that, I don't know. Top 5 Transplanar fans right here. That's the only thing I'm going to plug. I'm going to pass it to C.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is C. I use they, them pronouns, but I would like to say simply happy friend-iversary to these beloved friends of mine. Can you see why the first time we sat down at a table, it was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're all going to be friends, collaborators, and artists for the next Chex Watch 3 years, at least 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how long we can do this. I'm betting probably forever. So
You think you're going to get rid of me?
Okay. Okay, they can still hear me. I'm going to fix it. I'm sorry. And hi, we're back. Okay, that was literally so rude. I can't believe
I didn't mean to invoke the wrath of like the OBS gods by saying that. I'm really sorry.
Like in outros, truly. Cries, screams and cries. Well, I'll do the Transplanar announcements. Hi everyone, my name's C. You're watching here on Transplanar RPG, a place where I love my friends. And what do I love most about my friends is pretending to kill them in tabletop role-playing games. So if that interests you, you can watch God Killer Last Hope coming up, premiering at the end of this month, June 29th at 8 p.m. US Eastern Time. That will be a YouTube premiere and a Twitch stream. This is Transplanar's very first in-studio actual play featuring me as God Killer and Connie as God through a viciously divine world. I am so very excited for y'all to witness our very first in-studio actual play. So mark your calendars, don't be late. 8 episodes, 1 hour each, tightly edited, really good music, if I do say so myself. I'm very excited for everyone to see that. Check out our socials to keep up with that. And coming up, some other things that's going on in the Transplanarverse next week, next Sunday in the afternoon. I think I don't remember, Sunday afternoon next week, I will be running, and yes, I am GMing for the second time ever on stream, Honk Heist, which is a honey heist hack of all gooses with the cast of the Chaos Protocol and a few others. So that will be a fully chaotic time, also for charity. So please tune in next Sunday. We will also be having Chaos backstory episodes. If you enjoyed Lumira and Sayir's backstory episodes, you will enjoy Zynon and Artemis's backstory episodes coming up this Wednesday in the evening. It's wow. That's what I have to say about that. Wow. So tune in for those coming out on YouTube this coming week. And other than that, in the Transplanerverse, well, we'll see you for Last Hope. And I'll pass it right on back to Humna to close out the stream.
Thank you so much. Yes, please follow Transplaner for all of their wonderful content and follow all of these amazing creators as well. They all do such good work in the tabletop space, and I guarantee you that if you had fun tonight, you will have fun watching them in every other project that they're a part of. So please go and support them. And thank you so much for supporting us today and for being here. I want to give a shout out to Darrington Press. Thank you very much for sponsoring this stream and for giving all of the wonderful copies of your game that we can give away to folks, and for making a really good game. You know what? I give it a good review. That please go play this game. It's amazing. And thank you all so much for donating today. As the others have mentioned, all of the funds today are going towards Care for Gaza, which is a mutual aid organization providing food and other essentials to Palestinians experiencing a genocide. Here at Transplaner and all of the cast members here just in general, we believe very strongly in anti-colonial, not just stories and world building, but actual anti-colonial way of living, just in general. And so we really appreciate you sort of helping us embody that and for embodying that within yourself as well. With that being said, we have 2 last giveaways to do, and so I've already pulled the winners. So if everybody wants to join me in our last drum roll, please. Our 2 winners are Bob and Gray's Void.
Yeah, let's go!
Woo! Congratulations, y'all. So for all of the winners, know that I will be contacting you via Ko-Fi, because that is the easiest way and most direct way for me to contact you. So please keep an eye on your Ko-Fi DMs, because I will hit you up for more information about how I can get you a copy of Darrington Press's For the Queen. But yes, thank you again all so much for joining us tonight. That is all that we have for you today, and we hope that we will see you on the flip side.
See you all next time. Enjoy the Last Hope trailer one last time before we go to our goodbye screen is what I've decided that I'm going to do at the last 5 minutes of this stream. All right,
Yeah.
Night, y'all.
Good night.
This story begins as it is fated to end, with hatred plunged through the chest of a god.
It's about me killing the god that I was made to kill.
You are my downfall.
I'll fix the problem.
Huh?
I'll make you dead.
What? Which limb do you take from them first?
Oh my god.
I am Litany, daughter of Queen Sigu, the first fallen, Lord of Death. Kill or be killed.
That's an overkill. Oh, that's an 13. That's overkill. That's an overkill. You lose yourself to righteous fury.
Just get out of the way!
Our people must be strong.
Why am I like this? I am made of you!
This is my becoming.
This is my becoming!
What's the matter?
Let me fix that. It's smudged. Here.
Those cracks are sealing up. They were never meant to be opened. As she strains away from vengeance and hatred and fury and toward love.
And I would like to wield a power. Not my own. Theirs. And I will use it against them.
Litany, would you like to kill a god?